Alrighty guys, what is going on everybody? My name is Blitzwinger and of course welcome on back to another toy review. Today we're going to be taking a look at one more of the Arkham Origins figures, and we're specifically taking a look at Firefly, who's a very cool looking character, and honestly was one of those characters that I liked the most in terms of just design. He was actually a pretty cool boss fight in the game as well. Probably well, except for Deathstroke, I think he was my second favorite boss fight overall in the game, because he was just really fun and unique, and definitely I really enjoyed that battle quite a bit. That being said, they even give you the jetpack here, or the wings, that Firefly needs to have, so that's pretty cool. Of course, this is from the Series 2 wave, and when we flip it on over, speaking of Series 2, whoa, well, when we flip it on over, you could see my dog's hair. I'm sorry about that, really we can see Anarchy, Firefly, Killer Croc, Deathstroke, and Deadshot. I will be reviewing all of these guys, so stay tuned for that. Probably Firefly right now, next Deathstroke, then Killer Croc, and then, well, actually, you know, Deadshot, Anarchy, and then Killer Croc at the end. So, of course, we've got a little bio up at the top, which reads, based on the hit video game Batman Arkham Origins. Featuring an expanded Gotham City, Batman Arkham Origins introduces an original prequel storyline set several years before Batman Arkham Asylum and Batman Arkham City. Taking place before the rise of Gotham City's most dangerous criminals, players will meet many important characters for the first time and form key relationships. Alrighty, so let's get ahead. Let's go ahead and let's get ahead. Yay! Let's go ahead and unbox Firefly and I guess form our relationships with this figure, shall we, guys? Alrighty, guys. So I've got Firefly on a package, and unfortunately, I have to say that I'm a little bit disappointed by the figure, and I'm more so disappointed by the figure because I feel like the Arkham Origins toy line so far, with my experience, has had really poor quality control, at least in my experience. My Killer Croc had problems with his legs being way too loose. I had some problems on, I think on my Bane figure, I think there was something that was loose there as well. And then the same goes with this Firefly figure, where this wing right here is really weird, because it will, like, if I shake this strong enough, it will fall out right now, because it really does not clip in very well. So that's a bit of a, obviously, a downfall, and something that, again, it could be only a mine figure, so that's why I'm kind of like being still fair to the figure itself, because it's unfair for me if, let's say, I just got unlucky in this case, and you know, it's a 1 in 1,000 or something like that, kind of a problem that occurs. I mean, it shouldn't occur whatsoever, but if it does occur very rarely, I wouldn't feel that it's fair to blame or kind of, you know, take away from the figure as a whole. That being said, I do think that it is pretty cool that they actually included this whole thing. They could have definitely done, you know, some sort of a, you know, cop out where they would have it like as a big backpack on his back or something like that, but they actually went ahead and gave you the whole wings, and that does give him a pretty cool look, obviously very accurate to the actual game, plus it gives him a really nice wingspan. I mean, look at my arms, that's those are pretty massive. They're not like tiny little wings, so that's really great. On top of that, I absolutely love all the details around him, his entire outfit here. That is just done really cool with all the little, you know, grenades here. I mean, flashbang probably. Then some grenades over here, the little pouches over here, all these little pulleys and things like that is awesome. I love the head sculpt, done super well. I love the big golden goggles there that give him definitely kind of a bug-eyed type look. Unfortunately, the problem with the head is that it's so massive that you can't actually, well, there goes the other wing actually. So you know what, let me just remove these because they're gonna be falling off a lot. I've tried to record this before, and they were falling off the whole time and making a lot of noise. So that being said, of course, his head is quite limited because it's so massive, and he's got this little like collar around, so it doesn't move much, which is a little unfortunate. Luckily, however, his arms move fairly well. As you can see, they extend upwards and have a decent bend at the elbow there. Plus, the wrists will rotate around as well, so that's really nice. So for a DC figure, that is definitely a decent articulation there. On top of that, his legs are decently articulated as well, actually. If you push that out, that's nice, of course, to the side there. Of course, be careful though with this little string here, because every time you push to the side, it will bend up. So then when you push it back, you kind of have to force it back into position, because it's obviously supposed to be flat, just as it is over on this side. So just keep that in mind. His knee will bend, which is pretty cool. Again, you can see all these tiny little details right here, such as this. Very cool. I love that. That kind of attention to detail is definitely fantastic. One issue that I have, though, again, quality control though, is the fact that this knee is a little loose and it will like fumble around, like it'll go very easily forwards and back. So again, could be just me getting unlucky, but at this point I've had so many different figures problems with that I kind of am starting to feel like it's not a case of me, but more so just whoever actually manufactured these. That being said, I really love his blaster here. Of course, this is the flaming blaster that you have to deal with. A big pain in the butt in the game. Quite a challenge indeed. And it is done really nicely. I love the tank here, and it's kind of weathered and everything, so that's really, really cool. Tiny little details. Obviously here it's kind of more blackened, as if the flames were coming from here, and they obviously kind of discolored the tip of the gun. He can hold it relatively well. Would have been nice if he had a trigger finger, so that then he could hold it absolutely well and wouldn't rattle out of his hand whatsoever, but he can still hold it decently well. In fact, you could even, if you position it just right in his hand, you can actually have him holding it with both hands, like so. Here, let me just show you that. Come on. Come on, Firefly, you were doing it right before. So you can have him kind of holding it with both of his hands, which is a nice feature. Obviously, that's definitely something that you would want to do. I also like the fact that it's actually attached to his back very well. It feels quite sturdy. I mean, if you pull it, it will probably rip or pull out, but it's sturdy enough to where like you can give it a nice tug and it's not going anywhere, which is great. So that means you're not going to be losing this gun, and it will be staying on Firefly at all times, which is pretty cool as well. So that being said, overall I would say that I am certainly disappointed with the figure in terms of a quality control point of view. That being said, I am really, really happy with all the details that they managed to fit into the figure, and it definitely looks like what I faced off in the Batman Arkham Origins video game. I was surprised by the wings. That was a really cool touch. That was very, very awesome to actually get, you know, with all the little propeller details and everything. But the problem with them is that they don't particularly hold on well. Again, another quality control issue, which is just unfortunate. That being said, if I had to give Firefly a rating, I would give him a solid 8 out of 10. If you don't have quality control issues. If you have quality control issues, then he's probably around a 6.5, just because a lot of the cool stuff that comes along with him, like his wings, for example, would need to be super glued into place, because it's always going to constantly fall off and fall off and fall off and frustrate you. If his knee is loose, he might be falling off just as by standing and everything. So obviously those quality control issues would take away from the toy quite a bit. But that being said, he still does have a lot of cool details, definitely has the resemblance of Firefly, and for that, he definitely still gets some thumbs up, so to speak. Speaking of thumbs up, though, of course, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please smash that like button, share the video with your family and friends, favorite the videos as well, and of course, I will catch you guys next time. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you later, alligators. Thanks all for watching, guys.